What's up guys, Panic here, otherwise known as Panic Picnic, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on Overwatch and what I think some changes should be made. This is also a little bit of a bug report of things that I've noticed in the game that I think, while minor, should still be addressed or fixed by Blizzard. Uh, One minor one that I think should be fixed is Widowmaker does have a slight graphical error bug when you play her. It's mainly when you do a melee attack. It usually, for me, it typically happens on Ilios. When you do the melee, it's like the bit of her magazine just pops out, and sometimes it can be quite a little bit distracting. And it pops out, and it can go up to like mid screen. I actually have an image. I can link it in the description later if you guys want. But I think that's just a minor one. Again, just a little graphical bug. Another thing I've noticed. This is probably a big one that everyone has noticed, is Mei. Now, Mei and Mora have a weird interaction in which the Mora's damage ball will go through Mei's ice wall, and I think that this is a bug, and I think it should be addressed, especially with the popularity of Overwatch League coming into like how big it can go. I think just getting these minor gameplay bugs fixed should be pretty good. While Mei's not the most prominent character being picked, even though she's picked on defense, I think it should still be fixed. Plus, no one wants to die from some BS interaction between Mora and stuff like that. Outside of that, a big one I think should really be addressed is regards to Overwatch Arcade. Overwatch Arcade is actually in my opinion, not the best. It's not in terms of standpoints of where I think it should be. I'm really comparing this in terms of other Blizzard games such as StarCraft, which I think has an absolutely fantastic arcade mode, and StarCraft 2, in which I think they have an even better arcade mode. And I definitely think Overwatch should try to become similar to that. I could also see it becoming similar to how Valve does their Dota, or how Valve does their Counter-Strike games, or how Valve does their TF2, only because of the similarity between the two games and how the gameplay may look out. And what I mean by this is, I think Blizzard should give us options to make for like a map editor and stuff like that, outside of just changing the settings. Because changing the settings, while fun, like making people have low gravity and stuff like that, it can only go so far, and I'm not really getting a wholesale unique experience when I'm playing these arcade modes. When I'm playing arcade modes like in StarCraft that have full-fledged unique modes and stuff like that. Even Hearthstone has while not an arcade mode, the Tavern Brawl does bring a whole lot to the game. I think this could be done in Overwatch. While I do think it is a strenuous endeavor, I don't see it being done anytime soon. I think it is at least something Blizzard should at least look into, like unlike different game modes, such as like a map editor or something like that, where you could just run around as Tracer or other things in new environments. While these could be unbalanced, I think they could at least add a fun experience in playing the game. And I would not highly recommend Blizzard at least look into it. Well, I know, like I said, it could be a lot of work. You may be able to find something. I think it could also be really cool as well if you had a map making competition. Like I know in StarCraft they have a competition to see what maps will be in the season pool. I think it would also be a good way to allow a new map to come in that the community can all vote in on as well. Well, I know they have Blizzard World coming out soon, and I'm excited for that. I think it would allow a lot more community involvement and stuff like that. Also, I think we could just change a little bit of settings as well. Like I said, trying to turn it into like a StarCraft 2 map editor and unit editor mode could be a little difficult, but I think it could be fun. Like, it would be fun to give Reaper or something like that Discord Orb, like give him the abilities of Zenyatta or something like that, or give Roadhog Zarya's shields, or just change the game mode a little bit, make things a little bit more crazier, and just to give tools to people who I think could use them a lot better than I could, or use them the same way the Overwatch team could. But like I said, I think this would add a whole unique area to Overwatch that could really be explored, and I'd be pretty excited if they went into that. Like I said, just in summary of that I think should be done, I think We need a little bit more revamping of the arcade mode to make it a little bit more unique. I mean, on a paintball is always good. Oh, and the last thing I think should be done is in relation to Mercy. Now, I know, like I said, I'm just cutting myself off a bit, but I think this one is the key, a key thing in order to patch the game. I think Mercy's res should be completely removed from the game and make Mercy just a flat-out healer. I think reses, while it's great in theory, Blizzard has shown time and time again that Mercy nerfs are going to keep coming. And I would instead of using the res, like how Mercy can res a teammate, I would like the res to be used exclusively on her, where she can have like a buff duration or something like that into her res and give her a different ability. Like the res could be part of her trait, where if she dies after a set amount of time, it has a cooldown. She could instantly res herself and get back to healing. But I think this would fit well within her character play type, as it would allow her to res, get back in the fight. It'd be easy for newer players, because Mercy is one of those players that is good for newer people who are not familiar with the FPS genre. While it would take a little work from Blizzard to find out a new ability res, a new ability to replace the res, I'm whole hell. I have utmost confidence in Blizzard to be able to do this. Another reason why is I think it would fit well with her archetype. She is an angel or devil or a witch, and I think the reses would definitely go well with what she is, especially as a healer. She reses herself to start regaining and to start rehealing the team. Also, I don't think it'd be too imbalanced, because again, you got the Mercy Valkyrie and stuff like that. You can keep her Valkyrie like at the 15 seconds with what the nerf is going to be, and I think that would be pretty nice. Outside of that, in summary, I think the really big things that need to be covered is I'd like Mercy to be a little bit reworked on the reses, as I know Blizzard is already doing. I think it should be taken out of the game. I think arcade mode should definitely be changed and give more to the players instead of give more to the community, so we can either create new maps, create new modes, and stuff like that. I think it would be entertaining. Also, like I said, we could do little map editing contests. I think Mora and May's interaction should be fixed. And lastly, I think that Widowmaker graphical error could be fixed. I know it's just minor, but it's like, I mean, it's a little distracting. Outside of that, my name is Panic Picnic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what you see here, I will see you guys at the picnic table. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.